how this is obtained. Is from fracking the ground and pressurized fluids, which include some unknown chemicals, some sand, and some water. The fracking process now goes deeper than ever before, down to at least 7,000 feet, and uses more water and chemicals than any other method previously used.
The potential impacts from hydraulic fracturing include contamination of groundwater. I wish we could tell you what kind of chemicals are in it, but there's a nice exemption that was given to Halliburton, so they don't have to tell us what's in it. There's risks to air quality, surface contamination with spills and flow back during the production, and spent fracking fluids come back to production. You see that lovely sack there of ceramic proppant? That's made in China. It's a ceramic, I don't know what the form is, but that is the principal thing that's coming into the port in Olympia, Washington. It's not all the thing that passes over the port, but that's what's coming in. Well, because these, you can imagine 3.5 million gallons of crude oil and 125 tank cars weigh an awful lot. So that you can see each tank car weighs 108 tons. And the route is, well, they're coming across the Rocky Mountains, but they're taking the lowest pass they can find, which turns out, that, as far as I know, is through Monterey and Sandpoint. You need to travel the scenic Columbia Gorge to get to Centralia, where they find the junction of the Puget Sound and Pacific Railroad, which gets you into Oak Rim and Aberdeen.
It starts at Centralia when it kind of enters our view. Goes up through Oakville, Elma here. Those of you from Elma, I'm sure, know how many crossings there are. And then it ends up in Aberdeen and Hoquiam, and see all those little green circles there? Those are a representation of all of the crossings, at-grade crossings that the rail would have to pass. On its trip from Centralia to Hoquiam, it passes over hundreds of creeks, rivers, and tributaries, and the majority of which are fish-bearing, and 27 of those are major named rivers and streams. And we do have a little handout for your, at one of the tables here, that shows you the crossings, and it helps you identify some of those streams that you would be seeing. So what are the cities that would affect? We can start with Centralia. It goes up the road, and Oakville, Cedarville, Porter, Malone, Elma, Greenwood, Satsop, Brady, Montesano, Central Park, Junction City, Aberdeen, and Hoquiam. And what that happens is that there are crossings in order to get that way, to reach. So here's a group. You may recognize that if you're from Elma, that's about 2nd Street. And if this is North Calder, and a 1.5-mile train, which is about 125 cars, would stretch from 2nd Street to about 1/4 of a mile past North Calder.
And there are, in that area, if we recall correctly, there's something like 11 unsignalized crossings. Is that correct?
I believe that.
And there are a few with signals. But so if you're on the north side of this, don't have a problem when the train is stopped, because you'll be there a while.
The other thing is there's I think it's affectionately called the 10th play field, and it's very well used. And the train, every time that passes, the ingress and egress into the park